At the last place spot, we have the VS. Now, don't get me wrong, the VSS is fun to use. It's got that smooth mobility that makes you feel like you're moving around with an SMG. It's lightweight, quick to aim, and it even handles well at mid to long range. But here's the thing, that damage. It's fine. Not terrible, not amazing. Just average. You'll land your shots fast, but sometimes it feels like you're emptying a whole mag just to drop one enemy. Still, the VSS makes up for it with its versatility. You can laser people from a distance, flank with speed, and pull off some slick plays. It's not the gun you pick for raw power. It's the gun you pick when you want to outsmart your opponent instead of out-muscling them. Here's my loadout for the VSS. At number 12, we have the M4A1. Not the gun I wanted to be this low on the list, but in this current state of the game, it's pretty mid compared to the others. This gun is the definition of balance in BloodStrike. This gun doesn't do too much of anything, but it also doesn't do too little. It's that perfect middle ground. Solid damage, great accuracy, steady recoil, and just enough mobility to keep you moving without feeling sluggish. If you're new to the game, the M4A1 is the gun that makes you feel like a pro. And if you're already cracked, it's still dependable enough to carry you through ranked matches. The M4A1 might not steal the spotlight, but it earns its respect. Balanced, reliable, and always ready to deliver. Sadly, it has to stay at the number 12 spot. Here's a M4A1 loadout. The Scar, the gun that has had arguably the most damage adjustments in the assault rifle category. The gun that hits like a truck but handles like one too. Every shot feels heavy. And when those bullets connect, you can practically feel your opponent's health bar evaporate. The damage on this thing is no joke. Few rifles can match it. The Scar is that weapon you pull out when you want to dominate gunfights, not dance around them. It's slower, sure, but every bullet counts. The Scar isn't for everyone, but if you can handle its bite, it'll melt enemies before they even realize what hit them. My Scar loadout. The MCX, the gun with the best sound in the game. The definition of speed over strength. This thing fires like a blender on turbo mode. The fire rate is insane. You can shred through enemies faster than they can react, if you land your shots. But that's where the MCX stumbles. The damage just isn't there. It's like firing angry mosquitoes at your target. You're hitting everything, but it takes way too long to finish the job compared to the heavier rifles on the list. Still, you can't ignore how smooth this gun feels. The recoil's light, mobility's great, and that fast fire rate makes it perfect for aggressive players who like to rush in and stay on the move. The MCX is all about speed and control. It rewards accuracy and punishes sloppy aim. It's not the strongest, but if you've got quick reflexes, it can absolutely hold its own. My MCX loadout. The AUG. Now let's talk about the AUG, the rifle that feels built for pure movement. This thing has excellent mobility. You can sprint, slide, and strafe like a maniac and still keep your aim steady. It's one of those guns that just flows with fast, aggressive playstyles. The fire rate is another win. It spits bullets quick enough to pressure anyone in close and mid-range fights, letting you stay on the offensive without losing control. You'll be snapping onto targets and melting through opponents before they can even react. It might not hit as hard as the top-tier damage dealers, but it makes up for it with speed, precision, and flexibility. The AUG is all about staying mobile, staying sharp, and keeping the momentum. My AUG loadout. Another gun that hits like a freight train. Every shot from this thing packs serious punch. When you land your hits, enemies don't just go down, they disappear. The FAL is all about raw stopping power. But let's be honest, that power comes at a price. The fire rate isn't the fastest, and the recoil can be a bit jumpy if you're not used to it. Miss a few shots and suddenly that high damage doesn't feel so impressive anymore. If this was a few months ago, this would be number 1 on the list, but the nerf it got took it out the top 5. The AK-47, classic powerhouse of the assault rifle lineup. This thing is an absolute monster when it comes to damage. Every bullet feels like it's loaded with pure rage, but of course that kind of power doesn't come free. The recoil on the AK-47 can be wild if you're not ready for it. Still, once you learn how to control it, the AK-47 becomes a beast. It's one of those guns that rewards skill. The better you get, the stronger it feels. This gun is personally my favorite assault rifle in the game. At number 6, we have the FN-2000, the assault rifle that's basically pretending to be an SMG. This thing has insane fire rate, hands down the fastest in the AR category. It chews through enemies before they even realize you're there. Combine that with top-tier mobility, and you've got a gun that feels made for pure aggression. You can sprint, slide, and rush corners like you're running an SMG, but still keep that AR versatility. It's perfect for close to mid-range fights, where that high fire rate absolutely melts opponents. But, like any speed build, there's a trade-off. The damage per bullet isn't the highest, so you've got to rely on that rapid fire to secure kills. Miss too many shots and you'll feel it. Still, the FN-2000 is all about momentum. It's fast, fluid, and relentless. The kind of gun that rewards high-tempo players who never stop moving. In the right hands, it turns every fight into a highlight reel. At number 5, we have the CAG-6. This gun has a high fire rate and a pretty balanced all-round stats, but what brings this gun over the others with high fire rate is that it still has a pretty good range. This gun shreds enemies from all ranges, and it has one of the best recoil in the game. My CAG-6 build. The R97, the assault rifle with the best damage. This gun has one of the highest TTKs in the game. While all the other stats on this gun are decent at best, the damage outweighs everything else. It's raw and unforgiving, but that's exactly what makes it satisfying. It's not just a rifle, it's a statement. At the number 3 spot is the Spear, one of the newest rifles in BloodStrike. This gun stands out for its impressive range and excellent mobility. You can move around the map quickly while still being effective at medium to long distances, making it perfect for players who like to reposition often and control engagements. The downside? The damage is just average. You won't be one-shotting opponents, so landing consistent shots is key if you want to make the most of it. But thanks to its range and handling, you can pick your fights and chip away at enemies from safer positions. The Spear is ideal for players who favor tactical movement and precision over raw firepower. It rewards patience and positioning, letting you outmaneuver enemies while keeping them at a distance. The QBZ, the most fared assault rifle in BloodStrike. When you look at the stats on the gun, you'd think it's average at best. But when it comes to in-game battles, this gun is deadly in the right hands. I don't think I have to explain the danger this gun has in game. I'm sure you've experienced it. The Galil. Wait before you jump to the comments, let me explain why this gun is over the QBZ and the others. This thing comes packing a 100-round magazine, which straight up changes how you play. You can suppress, spray, and keep pressure without begging for a reload every fight. Pair that with a solid fire rate and surprising damage, and you've got a rifle that thrives in sustained engagements. Even though it has one of the biggest magazines in game, it's not the heaviest weapon in the assault rifle category. The Galil is perfect for players who want sustained dominance, control space, win long trades, and never run out of ammo. Remember, this ranking is just off personal encounters with this weapon. Everyone has different opinions. God bless you, I'm out.